This is Course 2, Lesson 6.6. Today we're going to talk about percents and equations. The key words, you need to copy this in your note for converting sentences to equations, are right here. The first key word is what. Whenever you see the word what, you're going to substitute that with a variable, and we typically use the letter X. Whenever you see of, just like from lesson 6.4, of means to multiply, and is means equal. Please make sure that you have this copied into your notes. This is very important. These are the three types of equations that you're going to see when we're solving percent type equations. The first kind is finding the percent. So you're going to see a problem that says what percent of 40 is 6, and we'll go through an example of each of these on the next few pages. The second kind is finding the part. What is 15% of 40? And then the third one is finding the whole. 6 is 15% of what number? Now we're going to go through each of these three sections in the next three slides, so you don't have to copy this part down, but make sure that you copy this part in your notes. So the first one, finding a percent, you need to copy this down. What percent of 40 is 6? So we know what percent is going to be our variable, so we substitute that with the variable n. We know the word of means to multiply. Numbers we just bring down. You don't even need to change them into anything. They stay the same. And the word is means equals. So now we have, it's always more appropriate to, when writing a multiplication problem, to write the number before the variable. 40n equals 6. And then we're going to solve that equation, and we're going to go back to what we learned at the beginning of the year in first semester solving multiplication equations. We divide by the coefficient, which is 40, and 40n divided by 40 is just n, and 6 divided by 40, you can use your calculator for this, is 0.15. Now we need to remember that the question asks what percent, and the answer that we got is a decimal, so we have to change that to a percent. We move it 2 places to the right, so it's equal to 15%. So 15% of 40 is 6. Why don't you try this one on your own, pause the video and give it a shot, and then we'll come back and go over it. Don't forget to change your answer to a percent. All right, welcome back. What percent of 25 is 17? So we know what percent is going to be our variable, so we'll call that x. Of means times. We're just going to keep the number the same, 25. The word is means equals, and then 17. So we're going to rewrite it in proper math form. 25x, or 25 times x, is equal to 17. And then we divide by the coefficient, which is 25. 25x divided by 25 is 1x. And then 17 divided by 25, you can use your calculator for, and 17 divided by 25 is 0.68. Now remember, they ask us what percent, so we need to change that decimal to a percent. So we move it 2 places to the right. So our answer is 68%. Now we're going to go on to the second type of problem, and that is finding the part. So copy this down along with this example. What is 15% of 40? So what, remember, we wrote down in the beginning that what is always replaced with a variable x. Is means equals 15%. We have to change the 15% to a decimal. So we move the decimal 2 places to the left, which makes that 0.15. We have the multiplication for of, and then 40 just stays the same. So we have x equals .15, and I'm going to use the parentheses instead of a dot so we don't get it confused with a decimal point, times 40. So 0.15 on your calculator times 40 is equal to 6. So 6 is 15% of 40. I want you to pause the video and try this on your own. Okay. What is 45% of 60? So what? We're going to replace with a variable. Is means equals 45%. We're going to change to a decimal. So we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So it's 0.45. Of means times 60. So now we've changed an English sentence into a math sentence. So now we're going to just multiply 0.45 times 60, which is x is equal to 27. So 27 is 45% of 60. Notice on both of these problems we didn't have to change the numbers into percents because it just is asking what. When it just says what, it just means a number. It doesn't mean what percent. If it says what percent, then you need to change it into a percentage. And the last one is finding the whole. 6 is 15% of what number? So again, we take the math equation or the English sentence and change it into a math equation. 6 is, we change to equals, 15%, remember our decimals we always have to change, or our percents we always have to change to decimals, so we move it 2 places to the left. Of means times, and then we have what, which is our variable x. So now our math problem is 6 is equal to 0.15 times x, and we're back to a multiplication equation that we have to solve. So we do the opposite of multiplication by dividing by the coefficient, which is 0.15. Remember, it's always you divide by the number in front of the variable. So 0.15x divided by 0.15 is x, and 6 divided by 0.15 is 40. So 6 is 15% of 40. Another problem I'd like you to try on your own, so pause the video and try the problem on the right side of the screen. Okay, so when we do this problem, 70% we need to change to a decimal, so we move it 2 places to the left. So we have 0.7 of means times what is going to be x. We don't need the parentheses there. So we have 0.7 times what is x is means equal, and the 49 just stays the same. So our math equation is 0.7x equals 49. So when we solve the equation, we divide by 0.7. 0.7x divided by 0.7 is x. And then 49 divided by 0.7 is 70. So 70% of 70 is 49. That's all for now. If you have any questions, ask in class tomorrow.